Hey Brandon, how you doing? All right, hey, we're back on Yogiland. Brandon Gaming's in the house here. How are you? Well, we're gonna do some farming here on Yogiland. I finally got version 2 installed, and I didn't have to restart my game, which is a good thing. Glad to hear you're doing good. I need to start some equipment here. I did get in the last episode that I had on my YouTube channel, I bought this great big huge field here, and I'm slowly working it. I mean slowly because it's so darn big. So we're going to work on a little bit of that and a bunch of other stuff today. Trying to get this farm back in shape. But yeah, I was able to get version 2 and didn't have to worry about redoing the game like I thought I might have to. The reason why I thought I might have to is the only version that I could find that had been updated was the German version. And so since I didn't have that one in the first place, it said I had to create a new farm. So fortunately I don't have to do that. Let's get, oh, he's out of lime. No wonder he doesn't want to work. Well, let's go grab some lime. Rose didn't want to have none of that because I'm not working. There's nothing in the tank. So I kind of been messing up and didn't even know it on the silo here. And I got a couple of comments correcting me on where things are. I was dumping my lime and herbicide and all that kind of stuff in the silage silo, or the silo here, the storage silo. And I thought for some reason, don't ask me why, that this is where I got this stuff back out again. Well, it's not. Now, I knew that the crops were coming out of that other silo over there. But I didn't see how liquid stuff and fertilizer and stuff would come out of there. So I thought it came out of that. Well, that silo that's right there, that silver one, is lime, but it's lime that you have to buy. So I was correctly, had a couple of comments correcting me and telling me that I had to get my stuff out of this because this is where it's being stored. Unfortunately, some of these mods I'm using have no collision on part of their equipment. If you notice, I wouldn't be able to get in there except for the fact that there's no collision on that cover and or the spreader disc. So lucky me, I can pull in there and get what I need. Hi Brian, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Summer's over, buddy. We're into fall. Officially it's October 1st today. How? I don't know. How did that happen? Alright, that filled up pretty quick and I wasn't paying attention. Empty this out. And I'm not sure if I got all the lime from the quarry or not. I'm going to have to go check and see if I've still got some over there. I'm doing good, Brian. Thanks for asking. I kind of had several people telling me they wanted me to live stream again, and so here I am. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put an episode up today on the YouTube page because I knew I was going to be live streaming. Well, I figured I was going to be live streaming. It's almost Halloween. I hate to say it because people nowadays, they get so offended on everything. Every holiday now, something new happens. Like our 4th of July this year, people were saying it was races to fly the national flag, the stars and stripes, and all kinds of garbage like that. Now, what are they going to say about Halloween? Oh, it's pagan. It's, you know, they don't believe in religion, so I don't know why they'd say it was pagan. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get into politics. But all I'm saying is, or all I wanted to say was, in actuality, Halloween's probably, it's on the top 3 holidays for me. I love Halloween because I like to watch old scary movies and decorate the house and watch the kids come over to get their candy and stuff. 96 degrees. We got down last night to 34 degrees, and it's barely 60 now. Sun's shining bright as it can shine out there, and it's barely 60 degrees. Hey Ryan, how are you? I didn't even know if you were still around, buddy. How's it going? Hope everything's well in your life. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. All right, let's get this stuff moving here. I need to get this guy going. He's already got his course all figured out, so we're just getting started. You're busy on Twitch. Are you actually streaming yourself, Ryan? I was loading up this gold ore here, and it was kind of slow because I'm having to keep hitting the button over and over and over. Oh, I don't have any more. I got it all, I guess. Really? When did I do that? No, I didn't. I didn't get it all. Why is it not doing it to me? Oh, that's why. Yeah, for some reason, see, it pops a little bit out. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I can back this thing up a little bit. Let me see, how's this thing drive? Oh, I have to start the engine. No, don't do that. Back up. Let's see what that's going to do. No, it still didn't do it. Brandon Gaming, what mod is that? Oh, it's Yogiland version 2 is the name of the map. I don't know if I'm doing this, if I've got this thing lined up right. Yeah, see, it's just letting me squirt a little bit at a time. I don't know why. Because I swear I didn't do that the last time I used this. It's crazy. Oh, I don't want to mess with this right now. Let me stop this. I got to get back to that big ass field. So, Ryan, what are you live streaming? What kind of, all kinds of games, or one in particular? Looks like I got a load of crap here. Why don't I use a truck? I can't remember. There was a reason. I haven't messed with the gold since the first of the map, so when I first started playing the map, but there was a reason, it seemed like. Most sim games, farm sim, ATS, stuff like that. Yeah, I like simulation games. Uh, they're relaxing, for one thing. And generally, except for maybe American Truck Simulator, obviously with American Truck Simulator, if you're playing that, you better be paying attention to the road. You're going to crash and burn. So other than that game, like Farm Sim, you could easily be out just running up and down your fields and watching YouTube or watching Netflix or, something like that. Those tanks over there, I don't really need anymore. I've been making my own seeds, my own fertilizer, liquid and solid, my own herbicide, and the quarry's getting me the lime. So I don't actually need to buy supplies like that anymore. What else was I doing? I gotta get some cedars going. So far I've been really liking Yogiland. Like I said earlier, this is version 2, English version 2. And I can't remember who it was, and I feel bad about that. But somebody sent me a link to where they found this, because I couldn't find it. I kept finding the German version, but I couldn't find version 2 of the English version. I found version 1.3, but I couldn't find 2, and somebody was kind enough to send me a link, and I apologize, I don't remember who it was. But you know who you are, so thank you. You need the map upgrade? Brian, you want me to put it in my OneDrive? I could put this version that I'm playing on the OneDrive. The Windows OneDrive, whatever they call it. I guess it's OneDrive. I don't pay too much attention because it's Windows. Alright, as soon as we're done with this live stream, Brian, I'll put it up on the OneDrive and you can just download it from me. Which brings up a point. I've had several people recently, and I think they're new people that haven't really watched my videos or anything and understand how it works. If you remember back in 15 and 13, 15, 17, the mods, I've got hundreds of mods, and people were always wanting to have a link list, and the problem was that the links change almost daily, and the mods are being updated and changed, and so the original author's losing this mod because somebody else has got it. They make a change to it, slap their own name on it, put it back out, and so it's really, really hard to keep a mod list of 200 some mods current. It was taking me much more time a week to do that than it was just playing and recording the game. All right, Ryan, see you in a minute. Anyway, so what I started doing was, since 99.9% of the mods that I use, I have remodded myself. So even if I gave you a link to say this Big Bud, I've modded it to do something different than what the original modder did. I don't put the mods back up, on a public site. That to me would be wrong to do that. Unless, now I have done a couple of those also, actually in 19, where I actually pulled a piece of equipment from Giant themselves and modded it myself. Now those are my mods. I did that. So I don't mind putting those up on a mod site, but I'm not a modder, so I don't mess around with mod sites much. Anyway, what I did was I took all of my mods and I put them on a OneDrive. Now, so you say, Rudy, I want that John Deere seeder that you're using there. What's the link? Well, even if I gave you the link, you're not going to get this one because I've remodded this in some way to suit my needs. So if you want the one I'm using, the only way to get it is to become a patron, which you can do for as little as $1. And then you have access to all the hundreds of mods that I use, and you can just download them directly from me. You don't have to have a link. That's what I did because it was a lot easier for me than trying to keep up with all those broken links and stuff. So anyway, some people have asked recently about a mod list. Well, I don't keep a mod list anymore. Alrighty, let's see now. I did lettuce on the last field. What should I do? Okay, I did onions on field number 5. I did lettuce. What's the other seed? Take a look. Uh-oh, that a lime again? Doggone it. I've leased an extra limer to do field 17. I'm going to have to lease another plow too when it comes time to plow it because it'll take days if I don't. Okay, onions on this one. I'm going to do onions on this one. So what did I do on this one? Lettuce. This is field number 6. What did I do on field number 5? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, this missed a whole... Okay, I got to get that thing back here. It missed a whole strip there. Oh, I'll do that too, Brian. It's hard for me to remember courseplay because I change it about once a week. Not really. I go once a week to see if there's an update. And I update it as soon as there is one. They update it all the time. And the problem is, when you go get it from them, the update could just mean that could just be that they renamed something. You know, it may not affect the functionality of it, but I don't like going through all of the minutia of what changed here and what we did there. It's easier for me just to download the darn thing and use it. Jaco, how are you? Is it Jaco or Jacko? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know why it misses this one strip on this field over here. Okay, is it 1 Jaco or 2 Jacko? Or is it neither? Right, what was I seeing here? Onions. Right, I need to change that back to onions. Lee Powell's in the house. How you doing, Lee? Long time no talk. That's my fault. I haven't live streamed forever. I've been spending a lot of time with family, and I've been really busy on the YouTube doing recordings and stuff. Yeah, I just been real busy recording and working on games and stuff. I did I did, of course, you know, Red Dead Redemption, which was 84 episodes. It takes a lot of recording, a lot of editing, a lot of work because I do them in 14 or in 4K. So they're very, very large files. One 45-minute episode is about 36 gigs, and to render that takes forever. That's why I put together this Threadripper, this 12-core Threadripper. It helps me out on that in rendering in. But even so, it still takes a long time. Then I have to condense it for YouTube and put it up on YouTube, and that takes forever too. Jaco's asking if he can get a link to my mods and stuff. Like I said, the link goes out to my patrons. That's how you get the mods that I do, that I use. But I can give you the map. I don't mind giving you the map. The map is different. I'll give you a link to the map. It'll be my link, so you can download it directly. It's not. You're not going to go anywhere else. I'll give you a link to the map, no problem. As soon as I'm done with the live stream, I'll put the map in a separate file folder and send you a link to it so that you can just download it. The map's a little bit different than the mods I use. So the mods I use, I've taken the time to mod them. I have to keep them current. It takes a lot of work, and I don't get anything from YouTube anymore. Literally nothing. And so the only way I can keep up with equipment and buying new games and paying for a little bit of my time to do all of this is to go through Patreon, or what YouTube has now is you can join as a member. I do have that on my YouTube page, and I don't have anybody that's joined yet, but that's another way to support me. But that's where you're gonna get the mods and stuff, because it takes me a lot of work to keep them up, and it's the only way I can kind of keep going with all of this. I know I hate to even talk about it. You don't hear me talking about it very often because I don't like to talk about it, but you know, because I'm not really. I've said this a million times. Everybody that's watched me knows. I'm not really doing this to make a living, but it does take me money to buy equipment. Microphones are expensive. You know, computers to do everything. It's just very expensive to do, and my time, it takes me a lot of time. But I was talking about what's been keeping me busy lately, and I did Red Dead Redemption. That was 84 episodes. I finished The Witcher 3, which is up to episode 19, but I've got, gosh, I can't remember how many I have of that. And then there's 2 DLCs. I just finished recording the last episode of the first DLC last night, and I'm going to be starting the second DLC this coming week, I think. And so that's been taking me a lot of time. But it's fun. I do this for fun, so... Oh, and I started playing Minecraft again. I haven't played Minecraft for years. And there's so many changes. I've got so much stuff going on. It's unbelievable. There's pillagers now. I was playing the other day survival, and I was just thinking around, working on the area that I'm building on, and all of a sudden I start getting attacked by these pillagers, and they come in streams. It's just, or waves. They were just kicking my ass, I finally beat him and I got some kind of an award, hero of the village or something. But let's see, what am I going to do? Carrots, no. Spelt, no. Tobacco, lettuce, I did. What else do I need? Rye, hops. Let's do some hops. Do some hops. And Rose Crowder is working on this cedar. All right, he's done. It looks like. Let's turn him off. Move him off the field. Oh, Lee, did you watch Red Dead? If you did, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That was quite emotional for me. I really get into my games. No, I don't role play like I've said before. You know, I don't dress up like an elf and run around the house and pretend that I'm, you know, in World of Warcraft or anything like that. But when I'm playing games that you're playing a character, I do get into the character, you know, as I'm playing it. And that one was very emotional for me. And The Witcher is as well. But anyway, I have fun playing them, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to go get some more herbicide. Let's go for a little truck trip here. At any rate, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lee, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I've been pretty busy. I've been playing a lot of things. I even went back to World of Warcraft for a little bit, and not recording. I'm just talking about playing for fun. And let's see, I renewed my account for Final Fantasy 14, and I've been playing that off and on. Red Dead Redemption I purchased on the Xbox One. I was playing on the Sony PlayStation 4 Pro, but I was curious about what it would play like on the Xbox. So I bought it for the Xbox, and I've been playing it out in the living room. Obviously not recording, but just playing it out in the living room when I feel like, you know, I just want to relax on the couch. It's different. The Xbox controllers, I have very small hands, and the Sony PlayStation controllers are smaller than the Xbox One controllers, and they fit better in my hand, and I don't get so much fatigue with the button mashing and stuff on the Sony as I do with the Xbox, because the Xbox is big and my hands are small, so I kind of have to stretch a little bit on some, not literally, but actually, well, actually it is. It's a little bigger. My fingers are in a different position, let's put it that way, and not necessarily a more comfortable position, because I do have to kind of stretch a little bit on the triggers and things like that. Not too bad. And they're heavier. The controls are heavier. Look at that pretty herbicide. All right, I'm going to let that fill, and let's move on. Somebody asked me why I didn't use a trailer for this. I don't remember. There was a reason. I just don't remember why. Get rid of this. I don't need that. Not right at the moment, anyway. try this now. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Is it actually going in the truck, the trailer? I don't remember what the reason was. Yeah, it doesn't say that anything went in the trailer. That's probably the reason. The trailer, this particular trailer, probably isn't set up for it. Yeah, it's not putting anything in. So I did have the dump truck, which I think is a Yogi. This is a Yogi thing, so I just was using that. That's probably the reason. Andy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Long time no see, and that's my fault, I know. Lee says he uses the Xbox controller on Farm Sim. I do as well on the PC. I do have a Logitech wheel and stuff that I was using on American Truck Simulator. But when 19 came around, there was some issues with it, and rather than set it up and wait until Giant fixed all the little issues on using the wheel system, I just started using the controller, and I never went back to the wheel. One of the reasons was the wheel, if you think about it, I have to have it set up on my desk, and you bolt it to the desk. I mean, it's got clamps that you set the darn thing on there. Then you've got the gear shift thing that you have to set up, and it also bolts to the desk. Then you've got the foot pedals below you, the clutch and brake and gas pedal. That takes up an awful lot of my desk and the space under my feet. And if I do that and don't play any other games, it's perfectly fine. But every time I played another game that I needed the keyboard, or if I was out in space on, on Elite Dangerous, I'd have to take all of that down so that I could put my POTUS up. And so it's just a pain in the butt. So I started using the the Xbox One controller, and I just kept using it. I'm still using it right now, as a matter of fact. Craig's in the house. It's going good, Craig. How about you? Hope you're doing well. The mic sounds strange. How so? It might just be my voice. You never know. Maybe you forgot how my voice sounds. No, how does it sound different? Let me know, because I'm not sure. Oh, it sounds like I have a cold. It could be. There's allergies, and I'm having some. I was sneezing a little bit. My eyes are kind of watered, and so I think it's that. Echoey a little. Huh. Does it sound okay other than that, though? I mean, volume and all that kind of stuff? Because to do anything with it, I'd probably have to stop the stream, and I don't want to do that. I blame it on Microsoft. One of the things I did when I made all that money from the cotton, if you were watching this on the episodes, is I bought a whole bunch more animals. All right, where's the poop? That has some poop. There we go. Hey, I'm down to 100,000. I have to go to work on that. I have to feed these cattle more. Let's see, where did I do with my... Where's my quicker picker upper for the poo-poo? I do with it. Oh, look, I've got quite a bit of poo. Where in the heck is it? Oh! Oh! I've got to sell some eggs. Oh, they're stacking up on the side. Oh, geez. And the wool's almost full. All right, I got to do that. Sounds like I'm at a distance. Well, as long as you can hear me okay, I might have to suffer through that until I get off the stream. I was doing, it's been so long since I've done a live stream that I was playing around with controls and a bunch of junk. So it may be that I've done something to it and I might need to reset my PC and stuff like that. So, and I don't want to do that while the live stream's going. So if you can hear me okay, I think we can just kind of suffer through it, if that's okay. All right, Lee, say hello to the kids for me. I like kids. There it is. On this map, the horses poo. I don't think they do anywhere else. What do I know? I don't have horses anymore. And I tell you what, I don't know how many cattle I got now, but this map is unbelievable. If you look at the amount of cattle you can have, that's the milk. Where's the purchase spot? That's not it. Is this it? No, that's the hay part. Here it is. If you look at this, you can have 10,000 cattle. I've only got 500, and they're pooping so much that I can't keep up with it. Well, that's why I got this thing. Makes it easier. Lost my food. Alright, this thing works pretty good. Now, I've remodded this from the way it was in the last farm that I had, because with this many cattle, I can get poop in that amount almost every day. So this thing only held a few hundred, or a few thousand, and I boosted it up to hold a heck of a lot more. I'll show you what I mean. It's already got a few thousand, and it's barely showing on the meter, where before it only held about a few thousand. Okay, there's 10,000 right there, and it's barely showing on the meter there. Now see, that's earlier when I was talking about mods. This is a mod of my own design. I did this mod myself. I've got a couple of them. I've got one that does poop, and I've got one that does picks up pig food and that kind of thing. So I was using it to clean up the troughs and stuff. I got another mod that does that now. So the only one I really need right now is the one to pick up the poop. I hope your health issues aren't too serious, but it sounds like you're getting better. That's good. Great. All right, I'm going to leave this for now, and we're going to go back. I noticed that the limerator is one of them is out of lime. I got to go fill that up again. Maybe I need a soup du jour. But yeah, it's allergies, that part that makes it sound like that I've got a cold. Because I'm not sick in any way. Well, I am. I'm pretty damn sick. My wife says I'm sicker than all hell. Sick in the head, they're talking. Yeah, there's depression runs through my family. I'm pretty fortunate. I don't get depressed too often. One of the secrets to being depressed is knowing that you're not feeling normal. And so I don't get depressed enough that when I do, I know it. And what I do is, let's say I wake up this morning and I'm feeling depressed, I'll go do something that I don't normally do. I'll call up a friend and go visit. I'll go to a movie with a friend, or I'll call somebody up and just visit, or go. Better yet, I go see them, because what that does, it gets me out. It gets me out of the environment that I'm in at the moment, and it takes my mind off whatever it was that's depressing me. And sometimes you don't know. I've been depressed before, and I have no reason to be, and I have no idea why. I just am. I just feel, depressed. And for me, it happens usually in the late in the evening, when everybody else is in bed sleeping, and I'm all alone in the dark, and my mind just will not shut down. I can't sleep. I start thinking about things like, well, who knows? Let's just say things like mortality, like, oh my God, what have I done with my life? It's almost over, and blah, blah, blah. And that's usually what happens to me, is that late at night. That's why I don't like night. I'm not a night owl. To me, nights are lonely. But what I'll do is, like I said, I'll try to do is I'll recognize the fact that I'm feeling off, that I'm not feeling myself today, and I'll completely do something different, just completely different. And usually will be getting out of the house, like I said, and going someplace where I normally don't go, but try to have somebody with me so I'm not alone. And that usually gets me through it, because I usually don't get depressed and stay depressed for a period of time. This thing's squirrely as all heck, I tell you. All that turning and stuff, I didn't do that. Just when you pick up speed with this thing, it just goes out of control. And I don't know which one this one is. This is the least one, I think. Oh, jeez. I don't know where the other one's at. Let me go see where the other one's at. Let's see if I've got this. See, yeah, look, there's a great big gap here. What's going on? Oh, never mind. I see what's happening. Well, I know what you're saying, because I'm that way. Okay, for example, when I'm sick, or if I have something wrong that I have to go to the hospital, and everybody wants to come and visit, I don't like them to. I don't want them to. I generally won't tell people that I'm in the hospital, because I don't want people seeing me like that. I don't want to be around people. I don't want people fussing over me and things like that. Now, I can understand what you're saying. In the case of depression, even though you don't want other people around, that might be something that you should think about, because again, it takes you completely out of whatever is going on that's making you depressed. A lot of times, like I said, I would had no idea. I mean, why am I depressed today? Nothing happened today. I haven't done anything. You know, sometimes you just wake up and you don't feel like you're all there. Because I'll tell you what, when you say like you don't want somebody around, um, again, I understand that. But my wife used to want me to go to Christmas parties and holiday parties with coworkers and things like that, and not necessarily my coworkers, but hers, let's say. And I always fought her. I said, "Oh God, I don't want to go. I don't know these people. I don't, I'll be a fly on the wall. It'll be a terrible evening. I won't have any fun. I don't want to go." And I'll fight her for the week leading up to it. When I finally buckle down and go with her, I end up being the life of the party. And then later on in the evening, Carol say, we need to get home. Like, already? I don't want to leave right now. I'm having fun. So sometimes if you do something that you don't particularly want to, it might not be a bad thing. I just dusted those beets. There was a bunch of little patches that the harvester didn't pick up, but on a field this size, I just did not care. Uh, I could run around and get every one of those, and I wouldn't even get enough to have it show in the truck. So I just left them. Uh-oh, what's this guy doing? I thought I started this guy. What field is this? Field 8? Alright. Lettuce here. Onions here, I think. Alright. Did I do hops on the other one? What was I going to do here? Let's go see. Alright, this one's done in hops. Oh, he is done too. He's had enough. He's quit. It's Miller time for him, tell you what. Alright, so I don't want to do onions. Let's do... Done carrots already. Hey, let's do some tobacco. Yeah, let's do tobacco. Alrighty then, let's let it go. Tobacco it is. Put this guy together. I've got to go down and do, well, I need to go check. That little bitty field I've got down here that I had the sugarcane on, I was going to do potatoes there, and I don't remember if I actually did. I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay, yeah, there's potatoes on this one. All right, so I don't have to do this. Sweet. All right, don't have to do that. I do have some tomatoes for making ketchup. I did that in one of the previous episodes here. What does it take? It takes onions, sugar, and tomatoes. So I have to wait for the onion harvest to make tomatoes. And this is baby food and carrot juice. I did a bunch of carrot juice, but I don't think I've done any. I think I need milk for baby food. I do. I need milk. Now I do have lots of milk. The cows have been milking like crazy, so I've got quite a bit of milk. Let me get rid of this guy because I need to go and take and sell that wool and eggs because they're stacking up. They're full. Okay, now we're out of alignment. Where am I on the field? Oh, that's weird. How did that happen? Yeah, no, see, this tractor doesn't squirrel around like that Challenger. It just handles it perfectly. But the Challenger over there and that Limerator, that's a leased item. I only leased it because of the size of this field. I'm thinking that I might be able to start plowing too, because I don't think he's going to catch these two guys. It'll be these two guys liming at the same time where he's plowing just one plow. I might get him started on the plowing. I'll tell you what, I have started thinking about, because these field is so big, and there's a couple other fields that are big like this on this map. I'm thinking about moderating equipment just for this field so that it holds a whole hell of a lot more. Otherwise it takes so darn long. There's no way I can do anything with the plow. That's going to take the time. But if, let's say, I modded this particular Limerator here to hold like 1,000,000 in lime, so that I wouldn't have to keep doing this. Now eventually, now wait a minute, I can put lime in that thing over there and refill this, I think. There's a thought. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I'm thinking about this thing. I think this thing will hold lime. So I could refill it with this, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to try it. Okay, let's see. I need to get my truck and trailer again. Which is where? Is it this trailer? Is this the one that blinks all the time? Alright, I don't know. Where's my other trailer? There it is. Maybe this is the one. Alright, this is the one that blinks all the time. This one is strictly for cotton. That's what that one's for. So it's this one over here I want to use. Grab the truck. Truck-a-doodle-doo. this one I'm going to use to pick up the wool and the eggs. We're going to the store for milk and bread and eggs. You guys go get the milk and bread, I'll get the eggs. We got lots of them. Man, this truck is dirty. Look how dirty it gets on the inside. I mean, seriously, I wouldn't want to even get in this and drive it. How does it get so dirty? I mean, the windows are up. There's a terrible leak someplace. What's that, Andy? How loud? What do you mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is that truck. I have to be careful. It does some weird flips. Looks like I'm actually sitting behind the seat. Oh, whoa. Maybe I better get out so I can see what I'm doing. Alrighty. Is this where I need to be? Yes, it is. The eggs are full. I don't know if the bill's completely full yet. So let's see about this. And we're going to do auto load is set on pallets. And we're going to turn it on and see what happens here, if it'll pick up these. It does. Alright. Now those little ones are not pallets, are they? What happens if I drive over them? I think no. I better not. Okay. I gotta slow these boots down. Why won't it let me pick up things? What's going on? It should be Control I, but it's not working. What? It's not working. My mod is not working. So I don't know what's going on. Great. Okay. Let's go empty these. Let me tie them up. We'll go empty these eggs and we'll come back and find out why I can't pick those up. Got a mod issue here. Yeah. You gotta yell really loud, Andy. You're clear across the ocean. What's the weather like over there, by the way? Andy, what kind of weather you got? Craig? It was 34 degrees this morning when I got up. And it was bright and sunny all day and barely got to 60. Oh, that's what. I got you. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, here's the thing. I've got it turned down. Let's see here. What's the control for turning down? This. Volume. Volume. See, it's at 50. Vehicle sounds a little high. Let me drop that to 50. Environmental, I got down to 50%. Maybe you get by those birds and bees, they get pretty loud. So I didn't realize I had the vehicle up so loud, but for me, I can barely hear it. So I know it's louder on the recording than what I can hear. I'm wearing headphones, so I don't like it too loud because then I start screaming because I think that you can't hear me. But like right now, I can barely hear that truck. I don't hear very many sounds at all. Anyway, let's see if that fixed it a little. If I get a little lower. I don't know, still sounds kind of loud. Alright, what do we gotta do to get this stuff off my truck? Unfasten belts, auto loaders off, select tool, auto loader, unload, line. That didn't unload. I may not be, no, do I not have it set to sell? I may not have eggs here. Huh. I may not have eggs set up here. I thought I did. Well, bummer. Where am I going to sell the eggs? Let's see. Eggs. Maybe it's because I have them in those baskets. Now I got to check that mod. I thought I had eggs on that. Did I pass the eggs? There it is. I wasn't looking for a carton. Or I can sell them at the export center, or the. Well, now see, it says I can sell them at the sell point 150. Well, that's where I'm at. I'm just not selling them. Tell you what, it might be. Well, I don't know what it might be. Alright. Like that. Auto loader marker position. What does that do? Oh! Really? I didn't even know it did that. Okay. There we go. Why is it not selling them? That's not good. Now what? Let me pick them back up again. I gotta work on this. This is not right. Let me just pick them up. I'm gonna unload them over here. Alright, marker position. That's not working. Now I don't see the marker. There it is, B. And then Y. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to leave them there for now because I can figure out what the hell's going on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. It may be because I'm using that silly mod that puts them in the cages. I've never had trouble with those before, so I'll figure it out. I don't actually need to sell them. I just need to get them off that pad. so that they can keep putting eggs on the sail pad there. Let's go see if I'm gonna have the same trouble with the wool. And I'm getting thirsty. What time is it? And I've been at it an hour's time. Maybe maybe a good old Mountain Dew will clear my throat out. That silly allergies. You know, when I was younger, I didn't have allergies, but your system, your body changes over time. And now I find that that I have allergies of some kind. My wife's always had allergies, like dust and molds and things like that. So certain times of the year, she gets pretty bad off with her allergies, but I never have until recently. All right, let's see if I can make this thing work. Auto load on. Cool beans. Might be the trailer I'm using that's causing me some issues. Alright, I'm going to turn around and reach my fridge here. Grab me some cold. Soup du jour is Mountain Dew. My wife bought me some Mountain Dew, but I'm not allowed to only drink one about, a couple times a week. She didn't want me drinking the caffeine. I understand, because my doctor doesn't either. Alright. Oh, man, that's cold. And it tastes so good. Yeah, I've been thinking about a new mic. I'd like to get a regular mic that goes through an amplifier and hooks up to those big thick cables, I've always had problems with USB mics. And that's what I'm using now. It's a very expensive mic, but it still hooks up through a USB. Alright, let's see if I can sell this stuff now. Woohoo! It worked. Sold the wool for $142,569. Alright, tell you what, now that I've got a little bit of wool off that so they can make more, let me finish what I was doing with this field, because this field's never going to get done. Let's start the plow guy. Big Bud 7.7. The mighty Big Bud. Kevin is empty. I forgot about that. He is empty. Kevin Stahl's empty. I gotta fix him up. Thanks, Andy. Alright, let's get this guy plowing. I love the textures on Yogi too. It's got some nice textures. The plowed field texture is very nice, I think. It looks all cloddy, all dirt cloddy. Alright, let's go see if we can find Kevin. Troy M is working the plow. For those of you that are new, the patrons and the people that joined my channel are the ones that are farming for me, like Troy M and Kevin Stahl and Andy Tom and Greg Dodds, and I appreciate all you guys very, very much. YouTube's been so weird lately. A month ago, I had 4,510 subscribers. The very next day, I was down to 4,480 something. The very next day. And it took me most of the month to get enough subscribers to get back up to 4,500, not 4,510. And now for the last month, I get emails that such and such is subscribed to your channel. Every day I get emails that people are subscribing to my channels, but it hasn't changed from 4,500 for almost a month. I don't know what the heck YouTube is doing. It's a half a bucket of grain. That's right. Doesn't pay very good. Well, it all depends on the price of the grain, I guess. I do give you beer breaks anytime you want, though. It's almost always Miller time, or whatever beer brand you like. I don't drink, so I can say something like that. I thought it was kind of funny because I do have friends that watch, and they know that I don't drink alcohol. I have nothing against alcohol. I just don't drink it. I just don't. If I'm thirsty, I'd just soon have a Mountain Dew or 7-Up, or I don't like the taste of beer and whiskey. I get a kind of a gag effect when I try to drink whiskey. Wine just makes me sick. So I don't drink alcohol. I have nothing against it. I just don't. Never have. And I don't like the feeling you get. A lot of people drink to get that high feeling, that buzz. I don't. I hate that. I don't like that feeling. And I don't like sitting in a room giggling and laughing like I'm an idiot and trying to get up and can't walk and bouncing off the walls. I don't like that. And so that's another reason I don't drink. But the funny thing is, people that know me and listen to me, and because I'm always talking about, hey, it's Miller time, and oh, such and such is done on his tractor, he's going out for a beer. And they say, why do you do that? Because you don't drink. And I said, I don't know. It's just my way of being able to do it, I guess. Since I don't do it in real life. Okay, so I'm not an alcoholic, but I do play one on YouTube. There you go. Don't do this at home. I'm a professional. You bet. Whatever brand you want, Andy. Let's get that other one. Where is he? I got too much equipment. So here's what I was thinking. See this mod right here? I don't use this mod very often. So if I took this mod and modded it to hold like 1,000,000 units of fertilizer, so I wouldn't have to replenish it all the time. There's another way to do it. I wouldn't have to do it that way. The other way to do it is to go in and mod it so it doesn't use much. Like right now, it'll be set the amount of fertilizer that the actual piece of equipment uses is set as a numerical number. You could change that down to like 1. I guess you could probably change it as 0 if you wanted to. I don't really want to get that crazy. But the reason why I didn't want to do that is because that means that if I bought $100 worth of fertilizer, I could do that whole huge field out there and still pretty much have, $99 left of fertilizer. I don't mind paying for the crop or the product. And so for me, the easier way or the better way is to increase the volume that it holds, because I'm still paying the same amount and I'm still using the same amount. I'm just not having to refill it all the time. And so I'm thinking about doing that with this rig, and then only using that rig on, whoops, what's happening? I Can't move. That's weird. It put me inside a building, didn't it? Oh, it did. No wonder I can't move. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about that. Just modding up a piece of equipment that only works on that particular field. Because if I mod this piece of equipment here, then it's every time I buy that or release it, it's going to be the same mod. It's not a different mod. I can't go and say, okay, just this particular item right here, but not the one on the other field. So I have to find a seeder or something that I'm not using on a normal basis and mod that up and then only use that. So here's what I think I'll do. I'll do the Great Plains because I like using the John Deere, but I don't very often use the Great Plains one, and I have a mod of that, pretty sure. I may not have it in this, but I do have it. Where's the cedar stuff? There's planter cedars. Yeah, that Great Plains, the Amazon, I could do that one, I guess. This Great Plains one. Okay, so I could do this. This only holds 36,000. But let's say I modded this up to hold 1 million. Then only use it on field number 17. And I just wouldn't have to every 5 minutes it's empty. Oh, geez, it's empty again. I might do that. I would certainly do that just to play and not record. It's kind of a pain in the butt having to go out there every 5 minutes and driving the rig back in. Like I said, even if I took the other piece of equipment out there that will fill this, I still am going to have to fill it every 5 minutes. Craig, that's a good one. When you say that, do you say it in a Scottish accent? Because that's what's funny. Look how dirty that tractor gets. The John Deere looks pretty clean, but the tractor's so dirty you can't even tell it's green. By the way, if I do some more live streams, I haven't seen. No, Rudy, I'm not Scottish. Andy is. Where's Ginger at? Anybody seen Ginger today? I'm really seriously thinking I didn't have enough time to do it today. I haven't live streamed in such a long time that all the equipment that I use had to be updated. My OBS and the other software that I use for streaming and stuff all had to be updated. It all had changes that I don't know how to use. Junk-a-doodle-doo like that. And so I was thinking about going, because if you remember, I used to live stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer all at the same time. And all the chat was all in it for all those. Now, I can't do that with Twitch anymore because I'm an associate at Twitch, and they will drop me in like a hot potato if I live stream on any other platform. So I can't do Twitch. If I live stream on Twitch, I don't think YouTube cares, but I don't know. But if I live stream on YouTube and put it onto Twitch, they don't like that. They'll drop me like a hot potato. So, but I'm thinking about hooking Mixer back up. Interestingly enough, I've had a lot of people tell me, and I think I've experienced it myself, Mixer has a better picture quality for some reason on live streaming. I've heard it many times. And I think that I've experienced it myself when I was doing stuff on Mixer, that the stream quality looked better. I soon as I get the line done on this other side of the field, I'm going to lease another plow and see if I can catch up to the first guy. Man, I tell you, if you look at the map, which we should probably do here. You can see how big 17 is. Oh my God. Look how slow that plow's going. It's going to take him forever. Troy's just working his ass off. But if you look at 2 and 3, 2 and 3 are pretty good size too. Now, if the farm and 9 wasn't here, and this was all one field, it would be one full quarter of the map. But if you take 2 and 3, they are one full quarter of the map. So even split up like they are, they're still huge. Whoa! Can you imagine owning all these fields and trying to do them all at the same time? Crazy. That's the goal, though. What was that? Oh, you retracted it before I could read it. Oh man, see how squirrely this tractor is? I think I know what the problem is. They modded this tractor to have such a big engine. I think it's got like 1,500 horsepower, but they didn't change the physics on it. So the tractor model itself doesn't have the capability of handling that much power. So if I even touch the steering, see what happens? I just barely touched it, and it went through all of that. I mean, I just tapped it, just barely, and it just went crazy. The 24-hour notice that is on Twitch, not about streaming. I gotta figure out where this guy's supposed to be. I think he was on the other end here. Alright, go this way. Well, I'll check into it. There is something on there, though. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on Twitch that's a little twitchy. One of them is if you have somebody on the stream that for some reason you find out is like 13 or younger, you have to ban them immediately. And if you don't, you could lose your channel. The YouTuber formerly known as Big Hoss is telling me all this because he's a big Twitch streamer now, and he's telling me that I need to be careful on a lot of stuff when I'm on Twitch. A lot of people leaving YouTube and Twitch. Ninja, the biggest Twitch person ever, has left Twitch and went to Mixer. I'll bet you Microsoft paid him a pretty penny to do it, though. Oh yeah, 24 hours. Okay, I got you. I understand what you're saying now. Yes, that is part of it. Yeah, they don't like you doing it because before. Well, I'll tell you how I used to do it. This is how I used to do it, and I don't know if they could even stop you from doing this. My computers are powerful enough that I can run 2-3 games at the same time and never know it. I've done it before. I've done a whole live stream where I had a couple other games playing in the background and didn't and forgot. But so it's easy for me to do a live stream and actually record it like I was doing it for a YouTube episode. So I would be recording separate sound and separate video and put it on YouTube and edit it. I don't see how they could stop me doing that because I'm not actually live streaming it at the same time. But I don't know whether it's worth it or not. All right, are these guys catching up to each other? Jeez. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, I forgot I had herbicide. Oh, I'm out of herbicide. I need to bring some more holy water and potatoes over here. There was the potato truck. So yeah, all those silos that I put on when I first started this map to buy seed, to buy fertilizer, herbicide, lime. I'm making all of those products myself now. I don't need those anymore. I'll just leave them on there because it doesn't do me any good to sell them. If I sold them and had to put them back, it just cost me money. I think that Mountain Dew's kind of cleared my throat up a little bit. Maybe I don't sound quite so coldy. I've never liked my voice anyway. Some people do. Some people just love themselves. I never have. I don't like that I'm short. I'm only 5'8". I don't like that I'm a little overweight. I'm not obese by any means, but well, I guess that's all depends on who you ask. If you go to the doctor's office, if I weighed what they told me I should weigh, I'd look like a skeleton. But anyway, I get real curly hair. In most cases, I don't mind because I don't have to comb it very often. I can get out of the shower and just rub my fingers through it and let it dry out, and it looks fine. And I can drive around in my convertible and never have to comb my hair. It's so curly. But so that's good. But then at other times, I kind of wish I didn't have such curly hair. I don't like the way my voice sounds. Yeah. I guess I've never liked myself. Some people just love themselves. You see these people on some of these shows they go on where they're a talent show and they're going to be, and they think that they're Whitney Houston and they can sing, like a songbird, and they're terrible, but they sure think they're really good. I'm taking this guy over to fill it up with holy water. Yeah, more power to them. I mean, I'm glad that they like themselves. That's a good thing. You should love yourself. If you don't, who else is gonna? But it doesn't come that easy for me. But then I'm a Gemini. I can tell you that in 5 minutes changed my mind. But it's actually not changing my mind. I can feel different about it. Let's put it that way. I'm not wishy-washy. I've been accused of being wishy-washy in work issues at times. And because they'll come up and say, well, geez, last year you said this was the thing. And I said, well, yeah, a half a dozen things have changed since last year. And I revamped my decision with further information that I have now that I didn't have before. That's not wishy-washy. That's just making smart decisions. But, so I was accused sometimes of being wishy-washy. That's not what you said a month ago. Well, a month ago I didn't know anything about the subject. Now I do, and I'm changing my decision. I'm more informed now, not wishy-washy. But anyway, there's a difference between that and making decisions on informed. That's different than giving you an answer about something, and then tomorrow it might be a little different because today I didn't feel good. Tomorrow I feel wonderful, and I'm expressing myself differently. If that makes any sense. What am I talking about? Hell, I don't know. Alrighty, let's see. What am I doing? I got some gold in this guy. Let me go take it over here. Where am I? This way. Now, funny thing that trailer over there will hold the gold after you've smelted it, but it won't hold the ore. Isn't that weird? Uh-oh. Oh, I've got some diesel in there. Whoa, back up, buddy. I've got gold. Yeah, that trailer will hold the gold ingots, but it won't hold the ore. Isn't that weird? Alright, I'm gonna let this guy go. Let's see. Do I have any more? No, I don't, do I? I gotta concentrate on getting that one field done. Nope, you can't keep people happy. You shouldn't even try. Really. Well, that's not true, I guess. I've always had, you know, I've always had the feeling, the motto, the lifestyle. You know, I treat people the way I would like to be treated. And then if they don't turn around and treat me the same way, that's their problem, not mine. And so I know a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to be nice to them because they're never nice to me. I said, but you being nice to them has nothing to do with them. It has to do with who you are. And I've always felt that way. I've got a lot of people tell me, well, why do you even talk to that guy? He hates your guts. You know, he wouldn't walk across the street to pee on you if you were on fire. I said, that's his problem, not mine. Why should I be less of a human being because he's not a decent one? You know? So, yeah, I'll talk to people that don't like me. I'll talk to people I don't like. Because it's the right thing to do as a human being. You know, you are who you want to be. Or you should be. You should act like who you want to be. That was fun. Now what do I do? Oh no! Yeah, because I can't get my super strength to work. My mod is messed up for some reason. It's Control I thought. But it's not working. It's not Shift I, is it? No, it's not Alt I. Yeah, it's not working. Alright, I'm gonna have to cheat. Let's do it this way. Where am I? Right there. I'm gonna put myself up here at the lime place. I don't know what I'm doing for lime, but I think I might be getting low, so I'm gonna grab some with this truck here. 4.5 per effort. Yeah, I used to have a pretty nasty stepmother who's done evil things to me and my siblings. And my kids will say, why did you go? Well, no, they're passed away now. My parents are gone. My mom died when I was 6, but my stepmother died several years ago, and my dad just a few years ago. But we would go visit, and my kids would say, why do you even want to visit with her? She's just, all the stuff you said she's done to you guys. How could you even talk to her? And I said, well, basically, kind of like I said before, that doesn't, you know, I'm trying to be a good person, but if she wants to be or not, it's not my problem. And basically it comes down to, eventually everybody has to meet their own maker. And I truly believe that what goes around comes around. You know, if you're doing bad to people, you're going to have bad done to you at some point. Karma is the thing. They say, well, how can you believe in shit like that? Well, if you don't believe in something, then you gotta believe in something. If you don't believe in anything, then what's the point? What's the point of life? You know what I mean? Alright, what do I need to do now? I'm lost in paradise. Oh, the water. I was getting holy water. Yeah, this is weird. Somebody pointed out this in a comment, that even when this trailer's not hooked up, the lights are still on and blinking. It's the mod. Whoever wrote it that way. Kind of like Jessica Rabbit on Roger Rabbit. She's not bad. She's just drawn that way. Yeah, life is far from fair. Think of, you know, man, this is going to take forever. Oh, this is a new, this is a new version of the map. Oh, I had this map modded so that this well fed you water like 100 times faster. Because look, this thing's been running for what, 5-10 minutes, and I've barely got 1%. And then of course this is the new version of the map, so my changes went away. Now I got to remod it. I got to write that down. Remod the Miracle Well. Hang on, I get a piece of paper here. Remod well. Now wait, I'll see that note and not realize that I'm talking about a water well. But the word well, like, are you well today? Because you were ill yesterday. I'm going to look at that and say, remod the well. What? I'm going to confuse myself. Right now I forgot what I was doing. Potatoes. Potatoes. That herbicide needs potatoes. I wish it needed sugar beets. I've got so many sugar beets, it's unbelievable. Which reminds me, I got to get a train somewhere and start loading sugar beets. Hey, what map are you guys playing now? You can't all be playing Yogi anymore. I like Yogi. I was looking for maybe another map to live stream, but so far I haven't found one that even in the least tickled my fancy. Has anybody got any interesting maps that they're talking about? And not necessarily maps that were already out in 15 and 17 and that they're just porting over. I want a new map, something different. The problem was all those maps, that even though they were very good maps and I had a lot of fun playing them, I played them to death. And I don't want to play them again in 19. Oh, Craig still hasn't got it, the game. Well, you can still play 17. 17's actually funner. Somebody was telling me the other day that Lone Oak was out again. Well, I played the Lone Oak. I want a new map, something different. Oh, you know what? Let me grab these tomatoes while I'm here. I can't make the ketchup because I don't have the onions yet, but I can still take the tomatoes. Does it look like tomatoes? Oh yeah, they do. Look at that. Whoa! They're nice looking tomatoes. As I get this truck going. 65, huh? I thought I had one that. Oh, 48, or is that 49? 48. That Chevy, 48 Chevy. Man, that thing will do 90 miles an hour or faster. Andy said he played Lone Oak and it was okay. Now, when you say it was okay, you would say, hey, it's okay. Or did you mean, oh, it's just okay? Is it the first or the latter? Nah, it's just okay. Came back to Yogi. Yeah, I talked to Scorpion last week, and he said he's just in love with Yogi. He wasn't playing Yogi. When I started playing Yogi, he was playing something else. And he wasn't playing Yogi. And then, several weeks went by, and finally, this last week, he told me, oh, I'm playing Yogi now. I just love it. Or get a boo-boo farm. That would be funny. You could make it a boo-boo farm. Why do you call it boo-boo farm? Well, because none of the roads match up and you're always crashing your cars and getting boo-boos. Why did I come over here? Oh, potatoes. I need taters. They call me tater salad. Yeah, I got to work on my equipment for streaming. Outside of, we talked about the sound. How's the rest of it doing today? Because I had to make changes to my equipment. Yogi's smarter than the average bear. That's true. He says so all the time. So I'm thinking about doing some live streaming of other games, and I debated about this back and forth about YouTubing on Twitch other games that I play. And did I say YouTubing? Streaming on Twitch other games that I play besides farming, and only do the farming streams on YouTube. But then I got to thinking, all of those are on my page, my YouTube page. And if you were with me from the start, you remember I said that I would be playing all different kinds of games because I like to play games and I don't like to play just the same one all the time. And so I was thinking about doing everything else on Twitch, but then how does that help my YouTube page? Hell, I'm not making any money on YouTube. You can imagine the money I'm making on Twitch, which is non-existent, because I don't actually live stream over there very often. So, I think if I'm going to live stream, I'm just going to live stream on YouTube. And because it's directly tied to my YouTube page. And if somebody likes what they're seeing, even if it isn't farming, maybe they'll subscribe to my YouTube page. Whoa, that was close. But yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm doing a few preliminary YouTube episodes of Minecraft. I got back into Minecraft. It's been so long since I played Minecraft, but there's been so many changes. And they just had Minecon this week, and I've heard about some of the changes they're thinking about now coming up, and it's going to be a completely new game pretty soon. I mean, there's quite a bit of difference in the game from when I played it last. When I'm talking about playing without mods, I used to have my own server, Minecraft server, and I had, a couple hundred mods on the dang thing. Yeah, we were making nuclear plants and all kinds of stuff using that bucket and all that junk, whatever they call that stuff. Tech it, called one Tech it. But I'm talking about just the vanilla game. I'm just playing the vanilla game in survival, and there are times where I sit down and play Minecraft for 3-4 hours. Well, if I'm making episodes of that, I might do 1 full hour of just mining, just walking through a mountain swinging a pickaxe. Well, that's pretty boring, But if I live stream it, then I don't care if anybody's watching or not. I've got to do it. I've got to do the mining, and if I'm live streaming, people watch or they don't watch. And then what I could do is split it up. Let's say I did 5 hours of live stream. I'm not gonna, but let's say I did. I could actually break that up and put it all in within a 45-minute video. Just take the highlights of the live stream, put it into a video, and put it up on YouTube. Now, if I live stream on YouTube, as soon as I'm done, YouTube puts it up on my page. So there's that. I don't have to do that. Yeah, that is one thing I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at seeing if I can do a live stream of YouTube and Mixer at the same time like I used to do. That's why I was thinking about Ginger. Alan, if it's, I haven't seen him today, but he plays on the Xbox. He has a hard time watching if I'm not there. Class Arb, how are you? Thanks for joining this stream. Hope you're doing well. What's up in your neck of the woods? I'm not going to beat that guy, am I? Things are great with me. Hope everything's good with you. So far, so good. Sitting here enjoying a Mountain Dew, playing a little farm sim. Got a few minutes left. Oh my God, we got a regular heat wave. It's up to 666. That's kind of ominous. I'm getting scared now. I didn't think it was going to get over 60 today. At noon, it was still 60. It got down to 34 last night. I think Christmas. I was going to say Christmas. I think that the winter is going to be earlier and colder than it was. The reason I say that, in the area that I live, we only get 1 or 2 weeks out of the year where it gets down below freezing, and that's generally in January. And here it is, 1st of October, and we're already getting 34 degrees, which is only 2 degrees higher than freezing. Uh-oh. Oops. Get the guy buttoned up. Get some lime in him. You put the lime in the coconut, they would. Okay, you know what? I could probably lease. I bet I'm gonna. Let me do that. I'm never gonna get this field done if I don't get it working. I gotta get another large tractor, and I'm just gonna get another big bud, and I'm gonna lease it. Where's that? Big bud, big bud, big bud, big bud, bud. Release that. I could buy it. I got plenty of money, but I don't really have a need for it all the time, so it's easier just to lease it. And then let's lease another plow. Plow, 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 plow. There's a subsoiler. What am I missing? There it is. We'll get this flex coil. I'm gonna lease it as well. Get it started on that field. Alrighty then. I got too much equipment. Come on. Wow. He's taking a while to load it. There we go. I left the twin wheels on it. That way I know it's the least one. And we're off like a herd of turtles. Kicking up the dust. It's the dustiest pavement. I need a street sweeper up here. Sweep the dust off this pavement here. Somebody mentioned Rickyville. I have that. Where was that comment? I missed it earlier. Craig said he's tried, is it Rickyville or Reese'ville? And yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I live streamed that, didn't I? I'll have to go back and look. But I was playing Reese'ville. I think I live streamed it a couple times. It was fun. There's a fair amount of production on it, as Craig was saying. I might have to go back to one of those because they were a pretty decent map. I have not seen a map that is piqued my interest whatsoever recently, and I thought after they had that big ass contest that they were going to have that we'd come out with all kinds of new cool stuff, and I haven't seen anything. Now it sounds negative again, alright. I should put on a happy face when I say things like that so it doesn't sound like I'm being critical. Oh, you're so negative. I know. I always have been. I've always been that this glass in front of me is only half full. For somebody else to say, oh, it's half empty. No, other way around. I'll say it's half empty. They'll say it's half full. Yeah, Andy's thinking just like me. No, seriously. Every time I talked about it, well, how come they can't do this mod, and how come they can't do that mod? And why are we not getting any new maps that are different than what we had before? Just wait. They're all saving their good stuff for the contest. Well, the contest has come and gone, and I haven't seen any good stuff. So what the heck? Right now, I seriously have to get those Limerators full, because those files are going to catch up if I don't. Anyway, yeah, I probably am going to be doing some evening live streams, because there's a lot of times early evening or maybe even early morning for me. Now, you guys know I'm on the west coast of the U.S., so my time's quite a bit different than most of yours. But if you're on the west coast, you're in my same time zone. I'm thinking about doing some early morning, maybe live streams, and some maybe late evening live streams. There's a lot of times where I've been trying to spend more time with my family, because in the time I've been YouTubing, if you guys have been with me from the start, you'll remember I used to do a farming video every day, 7 days a week for about 2 years. I was cranking out a video every day, 7 days of the week, 365 days a year. And I got kind of tapped on that, and it takes a lot of time away from my family. So recently I've been stopping everything at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because we generally have dinner between 5 and 6. And I've been stopping everything and spending the evening with my wife and family, watching TV, whatever it is we're doing. It got really bad because I would work until time to go to bed. I would be in my office working. And, you know, I'd go out, my wife would just be sitting there in the dark all by herself reading a book, you know, and I thought, wow, I'm really not much of a husband here. So I've been spending more time with the family. But there's times where she's really tired and all she wants to do is read a book. And then that leaves me with nothing to do. And so I could be live streaming. So I'm thinking about live streaming maybe later in the evening and early in the mornings and stuff like that when I'm working and not doing anything else. It won't be farm work. So I'll probably keep doing the farm videos like I have been doing. Majority of the people that watch me are in other countries, and so they're not in my time zone. And that's why I live stream a little bit earlier in the day, because otherwise it gets too late for them. Like Andy and Craig and those guys, you know, it's really late where they're at. So if you're interested in watching other live streams like Minecraft, and I was thinking about some of the other games that I want to play and that aren't like that. Like I was thinking of The Witcher, but I'm doing that on video, so that's different. But there's a couple other games I was thinking about playing. I might get back into World of Warcraft or even Final Fantasy, things like that, and live streaming those. And I wouldn't mind live streaming those because I don't care if anybody watches. I really don't. Those are games that are nostalgic for me, and I just kind of want to play, and it might be kind of fun to live stream while I'm playing. And if only one person watches, well, okay, that's, you know, who cares? I'm just playing the game. And if somebody comes in and says hi, I'll say hi back. If I play World of Warcraft for 2 hours and nobody shows up, that's fine. I'm having fun playing the game. Like I say, if somebody comes and says hi, well, I'll say hi back. And if they ask a question, what you doing? Playing a game. Who's that in the game? Well, that's a dwarf. You know, that's a dwarf. That's a dwarf. My 10-year-old calls it a dwarf instead of a dwarf. But anyway, I might do some live streaming off hours from what you might expect. And if you want to join me, fine. If you don't, it's okay. I'm just going to be doing it for fun. Never know with YouTube whether you get notification. Did you get a notification today? Did anybody get a notification today? Because today I did it scheduled. I sat down about 11 o'clock and said, hey, at 12:30 I'm going to do a live stream. And that's supposed to work. Unless I did it wrong. I don't think I did. I don't think I did do it wrong because I went to my own page and it showed up Yogiland and it said coming soon or something. Headhunter says I want farming sim. You don't have farming sim? It's a fun game, if that's what you mean. All right, let's get this guy going. This guy might be... That other one might catch up to this before I even get back. You gotta notice 20 minutes after I started. That's funny, because like I said, I scheduled it way early. Well, not way early. I get some notifications from people that are gonna have a live stream, and I think they're live streaming now. And so I jump over to the thing and it says, coming in 48 hours. What? That's 2 days from now. What? Andy says he got notified when I started. Well, that's YouTube for you. I'm going to have to check. Maybe I did something wrong. YouTube has a thing now, because they didn't used to. YouTube had a thing that you could not test your live stream. The only way to test your live stream was to go live. And if there was a problem, then stop it right away. And I've done that several times. But now they have a thing where you can actually start your live stream from OBS or XSplit, whatever you're using. you start it on your computer. You actually start the live stream, but it doesn't go live on YouTube until you push a button on YouTube that says it's now live. And they didn't have that before, so that means you can actually test everything and make sure it's working without actually being live. And that's cool. They needed something like that. Because, you should be able to get all the bugs worked out before you actually start the live stream. Now, that being said, I wonder if I was supposed to start the thing at 11 on my computer and then just wait until the time I want it to be live and hit the button. Maybe that's why nobody got notified. I don't know. I think it's just YouTube. I think YouTube's just falling down. All right, give me some lime. No, really, seriously, I need some lime. Give me that lime. Is PS4 good for farming sim? Yeah, it is. The only issue is you're limited on mods that you can have. Same with Xbox. I've got it on Xbox and PC. I don't have it on the PS4 yet, but it plays fine. As a matter of fact, I'm using an Xbox controller right now on my PC to play the game. So it wouldn't be any different. The only difference is you don't get as many mods as you get on the PC. But yeah, it plays fine on the console. Matter of fact, this version of Farm Sim 19, I believe, was made more for consoles than it was PC players. That's just my personal opinion. Because there's no sliders anymore. You used to have sliders. There's things you used to be able to do on the PC that you can't do anymore. Because you can't have sliders on the console. And we used to have sliders and things like that. So anyway. Is it worth it? I think so. I've been playing it since Farm Sim 13, 15, 17, and now 19. It's just relaxing. It's just a relaxing thing to do. I think it's worth it, though. I mean, it doesn't cost that much money to make. What was that? I heard a ding. Somebody subscribed. If you did, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, guys, I've been at this for a couple hours now. I think I'm going to take a break. And maybe you'll see me here in a few days. Or you never know. What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, I might come on again tomorrow or Friday, I think. But in the meantime, if you want to watch some of the other stuff, I'm going to be doing for sure some Minecraft, I think, live streams just for fun. But anyway, I hope you had fun. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Everybody have a good evening, and I'll see you again. Good night.